Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. It's been a while since I've posted a video. Naturally, this channel follows the on-road RC car racing season, so obviously over the summertime, no races, and the season has just started back up again. So I've got my first race report coming up in a minute. But first, I'd just like to update everyone on my Lego collection. I did dab into my collection a few videos ago, and it's been a while since I've updated everybody on the latest and greatest edition. So quickly here, obviously the first sets are the Lego F1 cars. I picked up the Red Bull and the Ferrari to add to my existing two. So I've topped off the large scale F1 collection. Next on the list are the Batmobile. So I picked up a tumbler. This is the updated one that I got on Facebook Marketplace. I picked that up a few months ago, built that really cool build. The one thing I'll say about that kit, it's very fragile. The chassis and the body and all the pieces are very fragile and tend to fall off if you move the model around, so definitely a display item. I picked up the old school 1960s Batmobile, so that complements the tumbler nicely. And then finally, I was able to find the Tim Burton '89 Batmobile. I found this gem at a local Lego store. Paid a bit of a premium for it, but I'm super happy to have added that to my collection. So very excited there. Got the Aston Martin Valkyrie there. That's an addition too. And then a few others. We'll just walk over here. Just quick, I picked up the Lego Game Boy. That was a lot of fun. Really cool build. The internals, surprisingly, were one of the funnest parts of the build, because it's really neat how Lego engineered the internal build to add a really cool tactile feel to the buttons and the D-pad. So that was really fun to do. And then finally, I picked up the 747 and the shuttle combination. So there's another addition to my aviation portion of my collection that complements the Concorde very nicely. So yeah, there's the update to the Lego, and let's move on to the race update. Okay, time for our race update. These are my 3 on-road carpet cars, and I attended the first race for me for the 25-26 season in Smith Falls last Sunday. Just a quick reminder, the 2 larger cars, 2022 XRay X4s. This guy is set up for USGT, and this one here set up for 21.5 touring car. The USGT car remains largely unchanged from last season, and really the only change with the 21.5 touring car is the new body. I'm running a Wolverine body. I'll get back to that in a minute. And then in the middle is my 2024 XRay X12 set up for GT12 spec using the gravity treaded rubber tires. So overall, everything was a really fun weekend. In USGT, I finished 3rd in the B main. For GT12, I finished 3rd in the B main. And in touring car, I managed a 2nd place in the B main, and I managed to TQ top qualifier in the B category. Unfortunately, got a bit tangled up in the start and dropped down to 4th place, but I managed to battle my way back up for a 2nd place finish in the B main. So very happy there. The one little nuance that I was struggling with the touring car is after a couple of light impacts with the walls, I was getting some slight body rub that was actually causing some front end dragging against the tires, and I was losing a bit of steering, especially on the higher speed sweepers, causing a bit of understeer, and I was pushing out and hitting the walls over and over again. And I tracked it down to a loose rear body post. So every time I hit the wall, it would shift the body and warp the body, causing it to start rubbing on the front tires. I also noticed that there was a lot of black indications on the bottom bumper that the front end of the car was rubbing on the carpet. So I've raised the front end a little bit on the body post. So hopefully that'll alleviate the body warping a little bit and causing that rub, and hopefully that'll improve the consistency of the handling. But overall, everything is running really well. Next event will be Smith Falls in a couple of weeks' time, and then CTSR in Montreal have just announced their Christmas race happening December 20th and 21st. I'm really looking forward to that. I attended that last year Right now, with the categories they are offering, I'll be running the GT12 car with a LMH body, because that's the spec for that. It's also a 21.5 open, but I'm probably just going to run the USGT gravity motor. It is 21.5, but fixed timing, so a bit of a disadvantage there, but I'm not sure yet if I'll go source another open 21.5 motor and exchange it in that. So more to follow there. And then I'll also be running the touring car in the 21.5 category. Unfortunately, right now, not enough interest in the USGT category. Right now, they're running a 25.5 LMH category. So I'm considering converting this car for that weekend over to a 25.5 motor and running an LMH body, but I'm not sure yet. CTSR has also said that if there is enough interest in USGT, then they may open up that category. So I'm going to wait a little bit and see if there's more interest. They need 5 cars to open up that category. So if anyone who's watching this video is planning on the Christmas race at CTSR and you have a USGT body or a USGT car, make sure you reach out to them and let's generate some interest and get 5 cars to open up that category. So there you have it for now. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next time.